Not So Average Builder here. So we're going to continue on with this thing. Right now I'm going to get everything set up for painting. This is the first one I've ever painted, so I'm kind of excited about it. I wanted to start small because this one's easy to assemble and all those things. I'm going to go with a completely different color scheme, and I think I figured out which one. So let's hop to it. So everything is on the sticks. I ran out of sticks. I have to make more. I just haven't had the time to. I have some parts that still need to be put on sticks so that they can be primed. But essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the basic priming process. Now the color scheme that I decided to go with on this particular Gunpla is going to be a white base coat. So what you will need is this stuff. This is Tamiya's Fine Surface Primer for plastics and metal. This is the white one. The reason why I'm using the white one, I have both the white and the gray. The white I'm going to actually use as a base coat, so I don't have to do as many, I don't have to do a color coat. I can use this as actually a color coat. I'm going to clear varnish over top of the matte coat, or on top of the primer itself, to lay, anything that I want to, surface detail and all that stuff. So once that is done, then I will finally go through and I will paint the specific parts that I want to paint, and then I'm going to matte coat over everything. The only stickers that I think I'm going to use are going to be the eye stickers, just because it's just going to be easier to use those than it is going to be to paint them on. But I don't know. We'll kind of go from there and we'll see. Find this online. You can find this at hobby shops near you. Support your local hobby shops. Unfortunately, I don't have any. All I have is Hobbytown USA, and they are ridiculously priced for what they are. I don't even think I have the price still on here. No, they put it on here. I think this was like $9, so it seems kind of high, but it is a bigger can than compared to the regular Tamiya paints. So yeah, let's take this outside and we'll give it a quick spray. Okay, now that we're outside, there's one thing that I want to bring to your attention. When you're pressing the nozzle, always press it just before you start spraying. So spray, pan, release. Spray, pan, release. This is very important to keep your paint from getting little globules in it, which always come out the first time you spray. Also hold the piece about arm lengths out. I'd say it's probably about 6 to 8 inches out, maybe a little farther. I'm terrible with measurements, but you want to hold it about arm's length to prevent it from running. And always, always, always keep the piece moving. Never spray for too long in one spot, otherwise you will create runs in the paint, and it's terrible looking. So just make sure you press, pan, release, hold it arm lengths out, and don't hold it in one spot. So here it is. It's all primed up. I'm going to use this as the base coat, and then I'm going to paint in the finer details like the head cannons, and once I do the gunk wash, it'll pop these pieces out as well. So yeah, that's it. If you follow what I did in the video, you may have to do a couple of coats. It's not a big deal. Just make sure you go light coats. You don't want to pour it on too heavy, otherwise all these little fine details you're going to lose. Like this edge would have probably flooded in, and make sure you shake your can, otherwise this will happen. This is an easily rectifiable thing with a gunk wash, but if you were planning on leaving your model pristine and make it look like it just came out of the showroom floor, this is going to annoy you. It's annoying me, even though I know that there's going to be a way to fix it, or whatnot. Now, on Facebook and Instagram, I posted up the 3 possible color schemes, and a majority of everybody was going with the light blue and white instead of the green and white or the dark blue and white. So I thought I would, play on that a little bit, and instead of just doing a light blue in here, I've seen the plasma effect. And even though this is not a plasma Gundam, this is mine. As Model Making Guru says, Gunpla is freedom. I want to make it look like the psycho frame itself is plasma, and I'm going to have it radiating out. And it's going to be difficult to do because on the guns, there's not as much of a recess as far as the Warhammer guns go. But I'm going to try it, and I'm going to see how it goes. But I think it'll look pretty cool. and I hope that you guys enjoyed as well. So I guess the next step would be to let this completely cure. These pieces are good. They've been curing for a couple of days, but I've still got more that I just did this morning. So yeah, these have got to be done with either the clear coat, or I may paint in the recesses and then do a clear coat afterwards, but I don't think so. I think I'm going to do the base blue. Actually, you know what? No. I think that I'm going to paint these in after the matte coat so that it gives them a different effect. So yeah, I think I'll do that. The beam rifle, I'm going to paint that. I thought I had a gunmetal or a metallic paint, but unfortunately I do not. So it looks like I'm going to have to hand paint this, and I'm not really happy about that. But that's okay. You make do with what you've got, but I think this will look good in a gunmetal. And then of course you've got your barrel that goes underneath it. I'm going to do this in the same blue. I'm not going to do the plasma, but for that I've found this. It's the Vallejo Mecha color. It's the electric blue. I think that'll look really, really good as the base for the plasma. From what I've seen, you've got your blue base, and then you do like a mix of white and blue dry brushing, and then you just do white dry brushing in the center. I don't know if I'll be able to do the white dry brushing, but I can try it. I mean, it's going to be a shot in the dark, but who knows? Maybe this thing will work, maybe it won't. This is why I'm going to learn. So we've got that, some Tamiya X20A. I've had this thing lying around for a while. I thought I'd lost it, but I found it in my box of paint. I didn't even open this thing. So yeah, I'm excited about that. So next we will see everything being hand painted. Like all these little details for the thrusters and the thruster bells, I'll have to paint in. I may do like a lot of detail painting on this just because they're all one piece, so it's going to make it difficult to do anything else. And I don't want to leave it plain because that'll look crappy. But yeah, so you'll have a lot of that blue will show up underneath here. You'll have the blue in the front. And I think all of those together will look pretty good. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Let me get this thing where it needs to be. There we go. Lock that in so it doesn't move. But yeah, so like all these fine little details will be the plasma effect. And I hope that it works. I really do, because I think it'll look really cool, and I think you guys will like it as well. The only thing that I don't like about this kit is this. The whole leg is open, and that's just how it stays. I mean, I get it's just a display, a static model. It's supposed to be meant to be put together and just left alone, but I don't think I want to leave it that way. I think I want to, I don't know, possibly make something. I am not good at fabricating pieces, so I doubt it's going to work, but yeah. Once the other pieces get done drying, I will go to work with the painting. I may end up just doing a coat of clear. I'm not really sure what I want to do. And then, because that'll give the blue paint something easier to stick to. So, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do a coat of clear once everything dries, give that a couple days to dry, and then we'll check back on this. But, until then, once again, if you like the video, drop it a like, subscribe to the channel so you can see how this thing keeps going, and ring the bell so you'll be notified once the new video is up. So until then, guys, thank you. Have a wonderful day.